Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lane. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. To the air again, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Browns nothing.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Buying time to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score. Cowboys 7, Browns nothing.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Prescott now from the 50. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Prescott.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. Third down here.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Browns nothing.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Well, this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
So I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And
well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
10. Browns 3.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This is Tony Pollard. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Browns 3.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This is JoJo Natson. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now the second down throw on target. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. Now Mayfield lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On third down, Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Well, shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Here's Natson. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Mayfield now from the 50. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Second and 11. Here's Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.